This my party, this is awesome, awesome. I said it 2 times, no I didn't since I started. So here's in the banks, tell me who's your father. Go half on a kid, make you the mother. It might be written in the stars, I get my way with words. We could take it to the car, I'll let you name the verb. Second thought slid through on my burn rubber. Real lover and a half is a... Aye, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Aye, it's duck season. Yeah, only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon.
Starting at small forward, at 7, wearing number 23, Lowry Markkinen.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's one to watch for. 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at center. And for Utah, in at forward, it's going to be Markkinen and Collins. Collier out there with Sexton. And it Kessler in at the center, filling out the middle. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Morant with it, now defended by Markkinen. Morant kicks to Wells. Jackson setting the pick here for Wells. Lets it go from 11. 5 to shoot. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. Of course, Ja Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Sexton the pass to Collins. Here's Collier. Morant with some nice D. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Shot clock at 5. Kessler with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The Jazz again can't hit it. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside for Jackson. No good with the triple. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The shot by Markkinen, nobody around. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Markkinen's got 5 now.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkinen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Morant finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And Will Hardy timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's Collier, guarded by Morant. Sexton on the wing. Nice move. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sexton.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Memphis trailing here. And it's Morant missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Elbow shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. And, of course, this is the first they've seen of this Utah ball club since last year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Wells. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Kept alive. The open look here for Sexton. Another miss by Utah.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Markkanen looking it over. Here's Sexton. Pass to Collier. Another miss by Utah. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. With the drive. Now Wells. Here's Bain. He's guarded by Markkanen. Another shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
You see the offensive versatility there. Bain stepping inside the arc to take that mid-range.
Here's Collier. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all. The contact. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Filipowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Bain. Here's Collier. Following the basket by John Morant. To Filipowski. Here's Collier. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.
It's Pippen on the wing. Defended by Sexton. Morant reaches to Pippen. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Grizzlies 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Pass to Hendricks. Collins kicks to George. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game.
Oh my goodness, Keontae George leaving no doubt on that finish.
Here's Pippen, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pippen's got 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
George against Pippen. George passes to Collins. Shoots over Aldama. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
With a little bit of style, John Collins up and off his feet.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Pippen. And he banks in the layup. 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Sexton penetrating. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Here's Pippen. Here's Aldama. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
George against Pippen. George passes to Hendricks. Collins wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
Collins, such a confident shooter, and this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
Pippen feeling it out a bit, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Clarkson is out there with George. Then there's Filipowski. Then it's John Collins. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Pippen against Clarkson. Wells grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 13.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And now look at Jordan Clarkson. Some numbers on him. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 17 points a game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still yet to score. Clock at 4. Puts one up from 19. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody. Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
So it's the Jazz now. Grizzlies making the shot. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Pippen against Clarkson. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Jackson. And now it's a 12-point Grizzly lead. For Utah, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Clarkson. And the layup falls. Clarkson's got his first 2 points.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for Pippen. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. You look at Kessler, second in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now here's George. He has 5. Driving to the basket. And the rejection by Jackson. Clarkson passes to Kessler. A second chance effort. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the rejection by Jackson. And it goes down 2 points. And so here's Memphis. It's tipped. Now George. Pass to Clarkson. Utah moving it around. George with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Outside Collins. Markkanen inside the line. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And that one's good. Morant.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Jazz trail by 14. Outside, George buries it from 3-point range. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Count it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Kessler. Still without a basket. And George kicks to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Morant looking around. In the corner, it's Bain. Jackson passes to Aldama. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
There's a minute left in the second quarter. Pass to Kessler. Bain against Sexton. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Jazz making a change here. Collier's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Wells, he's checked in for Edey. Luke Kennard comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Here's Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Collins. Here's Collier. On the wing, Markkanen. Defended by Aldama. Sexton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. And here's Pippen. 9 points in the game so far. There's the screen. 1 second left. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Grizzlies.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And there's the bucket for Markkanen.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
The 7th. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. On the wing, Markkanen. Back to Sexton. From deep, Collins. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Morant. Oh,
yes.
Goodness.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Sexton against Bain. Kessler, a screen on Bain. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Here's Markkanen. He's got 8. Collins passes to Collier. 5 on the clock.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Sexton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Sexton's got 6. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Pass to Wells. To the paint. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Sexton. Lays it up off the glass. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Outside Jackson. Morant outside. Here's Edey. Outside Jackson. Down low. Stolen by Markkanen. And here's the fast break. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Morant kicks to Bain. Pass to Morant. And it's sent back by Kessler. And they're able to recover. Some nice passing there by Memphis. A shot by Wells, no good. Jazz trail by 14. In transition, here come the Jazz. Sexton for 3. No good, shot missing. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they've just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Puff's jacked in, and Pippen subbed in for Morant. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Collier. Back to Sexton. All alone. And he gets the jumper to drop. Sexton's got 10. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Count the basket.
Striking fast inside. Bain isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Sexton on the wing. To the wing on the left. Kessler finds Collins. Sexton for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
To the inside, here's Huff, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Here's Collier, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. He's got 7.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws, and I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Sexton against Bain. Jackson in the corner. To the middle. Here's Aldama. And a missed layup. Jazz trail by 11. Inside. Outside for George. A three-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Morant missing. Utah has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Bain with the steal. Down low. And Morant throws it down.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
George against Morant. George, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Outside Jackson. Pass to Edey. Bain against Sexton. Now Aldama. 6 to shoot. Over Martin. Right side Jackson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And always keeping an eye on that shot clock. Jackson Jr. with a nice conversion.
Here's Sexton. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Morant with it. He has 29. There's the pick. Into the lane. And finished off by Morant.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jazz trail by 15. They've got Filipowski. Clarkson is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Martin. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Martin with a screen on Kennard. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's Pippen in the corner. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. Here's Wells. Hendricks pulls it in. And here's Utah. Down by 15. Back to Kennard. Pass to Wells. Pippen for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Pippen's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Memphis.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That one goes in.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. There's a screen by Aldama. Wells in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Clarkson kicks to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Wells passes to Aldama. Clarkson against Kennard. Right side, Pippen. In the corner, Kennard with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Filipowski. Nice ball movement by Utah. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Jackson. Outside Pippen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Martin, the pass to George. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And finished off by Martin.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. For 3, Pippen. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 14. Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So Utah ends up going with the new group. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Edey's checked in for Santi Aldama. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Memphis leading by 14. Pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. Morant outside. Payne for 3. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain so dangerous from out there.
Sexton with it. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Edey can't hit. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. 15-point game. Collier gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. Sexton for 3. And Utah, another 3.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Pass to Collier. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Morant kicks to Bain. Going inside. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Left side, Markkanen. Sexton for three. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, Walker Kessler showing you his passing ability. Nicely done.
And so it's Memphis with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Kennard. Takes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From past the arc, Kennard's shot is off. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Ja Morant.